He wants to get your opinion on Kyle Palmieri and what you thought of his play during the latter part of the year.
Well, I think when he came up, he did a real good job. I mean, it's a pretty big adjustment sometimes from the American League to the National League when you're a smaller type player and you're not overly fast and you're a scorer. And it's not like you're playing a grinding roll game that the big 6'4" guys can do the same thing in the American League and pretty well do the same thing in the NHL. To be an elite scorer, you just have to, you know, it's experience. You got to have speed. You got to know where the net is. Now Kyle's really good at that, and he's learning his craft in the American League. And at one day he's gonna be a solid NHL player. We feel. Is it now? Is it next year? Could be. You know, over the course of the summer, a lot of things can happen. So we'll see in training camp, and if he has a great training camp, that's great for us, because the more better players we have, the harder it is to pick the team, but the more depth you have, and that's it'll be a good situation. As for Etem, you know, one great thing is we have the prospects camp from the 27th of June to the 4th of July. For a coach, I've never seen him play. So, I mean, the more he gets, the more we get to see him, the better that situation's going to be, where he gets acclimated to the way we play. And then you've got 3 weeks of training camp. And then if he continues on the trend that he did in junior hockey, boy, it would be great to have a California boy playing every day in our lineup.
Yeah, just to get out on Emerson, it's a situation where it's a good question. We've had numerous meetings with our staff, as I just said, and we want to be a four-line hockey team going forward, and we're committed to that, Bruce and I. So in that respect, you know, a guy like Emerson, we expect him to be higher than that, though. We think Emerson has a chance to be a top 6 forward. So if it takes a little while, like he came into the American League in the playoffs at the end, and he didn't get better game to game. He got better shift to shift. So that's a really good thing. So we want to give him every opportunity to succeed to be a top 6 forward. And it may take a little while. I'm not saying it will. Like, I was wrong on Fowler, and I could be wrong again here, I'm telling you. But we're going to make sure he's ready to the role that we want him to fill eventually. And if it takes a little while, it does.